Let's see it.
Welcome back to Collier County's Exposure. Welcome back to the video log 004. Death by Day, Murdered by Night, Part 2. In Part 3 of this series, we left off with a small task force ready to invite themselves into an establishment for a little routine inspection. As mentioned before, it's December of 2015 and the holiday season, with our busy season approaching. Everyone was having a great time. Ladies on the dance floor, the fellas speculating, bartenders slinging drinks, doing the nighttime weekend thing. I was off that night, but always watched out for the place. There was a new DJ I hired for Friday nights to help the nighttime business and add a little flavor for the regulars and newcomers. The outside bar was busy like always. The ladies' night party we were throwing attracted at least 75 to 100 people. Most were new customers, so we definitely had to make an impression. The goal for me was keeping the place as clean and tight as possible, and of course money in the register, which is why I was there most of the time when I was off, to relax and provide an extra hand if they got busy. On this night where everyone is enjoying themselves, I noticed someone very sketchy. From my gut feeling, he was watching someone, and I was now watching him. I'm not sure if he knew I was, but he was moving around rapidly. At one point, he kept his eyes focused on an area, and was now made. I knew this guy was up to something. Either he was law enforcement or some sort of PI. When he exited the building, his body language said it all. Minutes pass and I'm on high alert at this point, but nothing could prepare me for what was about to happen. Before I'm about to enjoy a glass of wine, I see a lot of movement out front. I put the glass down, head outside, and I see a bunch of law enforcement jumping out of their vehicles. I quickly approach them. As I ask the deputies what was going on, I look to my right and see 3 undercover agents and one of the Collier County code enforcers. It was a lady, and she gave an expression of guilt. Before any of us could ask another question, the 3 undercover agents walked by showing their badges and immediately walked behind the bar, took out their flashlights, and began their search. 5 deputies took post around the establishment and demanded the music to be turned off. I continued to follow one of the undercover agents as I remembered who he was. "You were here earlier casing the place. I remember you. Do you have the right to do this? We're in the middle of an event." He threatened me with handcuffs if I interfered again, so I backed up. He then added that he is with the ABT and to keep back. As I go check on the back, because these agents are searching everywhere for only God knows what, there was an agent in the back interrogating our cook. I asked her to please talk to me if she had any questions. She then replied, "Why is all of your food wrapped?" I was confused and asked her why she was asking that question. She said we have to serve menu items. Me being a smartass, I told her that I can serve bread and water if I wanted to. And again, another agent threatened me with handcuffs if I continued to interfere. They couldn't use the power of reasoning, nor did they have any interest in being polite or providing information on why they were there. The agent told me if I needed reason from them to go see them at the office and write a complaint. No judge order, no warrant, no paperwork, no nothing. They literally marched into our establishment like some Nazi regime, told us to shut up or go to jail. The owner's husband got the handcuff mini lecture as well. They checked everywhere for something, interrupted our event for an entire hour. Our regulars stayed and began to badmouth the authorities asking what is going on. These are good people. All the new customers and potential future clientele left and never returned. Shortly after, rumors had it that we were closed down for illegal issues. It even got out on Facebook rather quickly. At the end of our visit, or witch hunt, they found nothing but a gentleman drinking a beer a few feet away outside of the authorized drinking area. So let's see here. 5 deputies, 3 ABT agents, and a Collier County code enforcer, all out on a Friday night at around 10 p.m. to roll up on an illegal foreign investor's business and accuse them for playing loud music, which triggered a yearly routine deep inspection. All over loud music? They murdered us that night. Either people were just over the authorities harassing us and ruining their vibe, or they thought that we were doing illegal things and turned away forever. All over loud music. We were the talk of the town that night, and it followed us for a while. Shortly after is when Collier County Court Enforcement took us to the final hearing and did not even want to let the accused testify. It seemed as though the Collier County Board of Commissioners had enough of hearing about noise pollution to the surrounding neighbors, coming from night spots. After calling us a nuisance, they all agreed to take away our amplified music permit for a year. This was devastating to the accused, and this is where those foreign investors were triggered into doing deeper research of what is really going on at Wiggins Pass Crossing.